very proud to announce today that we have reached a deal to end the shutdown and reopen the federal government.
So I wanted to say thank you for everybody watching the last video and all the comments and everything and the likes and the shares. It helps the channel out a lot, so thank you so much for doing that. I didn't come here with the intentions to do any work. I just needed to meet the guy that was plowing to pay him, but I think I'm gonna pull some nails. Ow! That's a great way to start the day. I think that's gonna do it. I really didn't want to do anything on the house today. I wasn't really feeling it. Been shoveling snow all day. Just kind of tired. 12 boards de-nailed. I'll do these 6 tomorrow, and then I'll be able to sand all of it tomorrow, and then maybe put it on the wall the next day. Something like that. Somebody commented the other day on my other accent wall that I should have painted the wall first, because then if the boards shrink or if they don't fit together perfectly, that you have a black wall behind it or a brown wall and you don't see this white sheetrock. I think that's a pretty good idea. I didn't do it on the other one because I was like, I can't go out and buy $40 worth of paint just to cover it up. But I was down in the basement the other day and I found a whole gallon of interior, exterior, dark brown. This paint might be not even good. I don't know how you tell if paint goes bad, but man, it looks like paint.
Without you, I remember myself, my name, forgot about all you.
So that was surprisingly a lot faster with a roller. I think that's going to actually help a lot with hiding any kind of white anything on that wall when I cover it with this wood. It's a great idea. I can't honestly remember who made that comment. You know who you are. It was a great idea. I really appreciate it. I was lucky to find the paint. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done it, honestly. I'm going to go do Elspeth's room next because since I have the paint out, I might as well just do it. This is the wall that I've already done, and I obviously did not paint this wall, but look at these cracks, if I can get close enough. That's a very small crack. Like even here, where I sanded it funny, you can see the tongue behind there. There is a spot though, like right here, I think you can see wall in that crack, and it's white. So that spot though is way up high on the wall, and I don't notice it. So I don't know. We'll see. If I have any weird white spots that stick out, I'll go in there with a very, very small paintbrush and I'll paint it. I'm crazy like that.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly, the wind blows you away from me. Now I see we were never meant to be. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn.
They are a tight fit. But I'm doing that because I don't want to trim out the left and the right. I just want to leave it just right to the sheetrock. I think it looks really good. But in order to do that, I want to have a really, really tight fit. But what I'm finding is if I just try to put the board in there, it hits the wall about 7 inches too soon. Starts hitting the wall right there. The way I've been getting around it. All right, so you want to make sure that the one side is in pretty tight. And then what you do is with my hip, I'm pushing the center of the board in, and then I'm pulling on this side out. So I'm kind of bowing the board a little bit. And when you do that, you can get it a lot tighter. Sometimes you can do it with just your arms, like this, like bow it in, and then you get it in and in and in. And then once you get it in and let go, it's in there.
Oh, dancing till the dawn.
So this wall turned out a little bit better than the other wall because it's a very nice tight cut. I'm very happy with, very happy that I painted the wall because like right here's a good example. There's a hole in this board right there. You see that? Cannot see the white wall. So painting first is by far the smart thing to do. Okay, so I've got bedroom 2 and bedroom 3's accent walls done. Now what I need to do is prep the rest of this wood. You can see I've got a lot of it piled up way back there. I already went through that whole pile and I took out any big pieces that I had that were fairly like in good shape. So this is all the stuff that I deemed not in that good a shape. So what I need to do is I'm gonna take it right now. It's got nails and screws and everything in it. But I'm gonna take it on my chop saw, try to get all my good pieces in one pile. Maybe from there I'll be able to see how much of this material I actually can use.
It's been a roller coaster, but you stayed. And now I'm taking over for the day. 'Cause I can be what you wanna be. And I can feel but you love me. Take me to a place I'm calling for. Open up the doors I'm knocking on. I'm losing control. Be the one to leave my fantasy. Show you crave your hands all over me. No, I'll never let go. 'Cause now I'm falling for love. Now I'm falling for love. Now I'm falling for you. 'Cause now I'm falling for love.
Step 1 is done. I've got a lot of pieces probably in the 6-foot range. Some of you have mentioned about doing a similar project with barnwood that you have. You know, before embarking on a thing like this, you have to really come to terms that it's gonna take you 25 times longer using old salvage material. I want you to be in the real world with me here. Though it gives you amazing results, you know, you've got to pay for those results in your blood, sweat, and tears. I might start taking the nails out of this now because I think cutting it all up the way I just did was a lot quicker than I anticipated. It'd be amazing if I could get all this de-nailed today. That would be way faster than I thought possible. But yeah, so that's it. Not gonna get anything done if I chit-chat.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. Away. I'm tired of the pain. Go.
This is going to be my official response to our walkthrough video. I'm not going to answer everybody's questions in this video, but I'm going to answer some of them. Most of the questions came from some people didn't know that there was another side of the house. And that seems understandable, really, because I've never shown the other side of the house. Another obvious question was time frame, how long is it going to be before we move in or before we start the other side of the house, things like this. But there's no time frame for us at all. Most of you know, obviously, too, that I work full time, and that right up until the furlough, I was only working weekends on this house. So, it's gonna take a long time. I mean, it's been 2 years. We're making good progress, but at the same time, we have a long ways to go. So if I had to put a time frame on it, I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2 more years, probably, before the stone side is done. And then as far as the tenant goes, he's lived here for 10 years. We've only owned the house for 2. And I'm pretty big on someone's privacy. I'm not gonna go over there and say, hey, I've got a couple thousand people on YouTube that want to see your house, and then walk around with a camera. That's not even a possibility. I have some pictures that the realtor took, and I can put those up on the screen. You can see those. One is of the kitchen. When we first looked at this house and we met with a realtor, we knew that it was an apartment, and we obviously walked through it. We never anticipated on moving him out quickly. I love having the tenant here. First of all, he's wicked cool, plays guitar, keeps me entertained a lot of the times that I'm here. He's very nice, very considerate. He's probably one of the best tenants you could ever have. And then, on top of that, he's here. He's here 24/7 basically if he's not at work. And so he's keeping a good eye on the place. And then he clearly pays rent. And it really helps out financially. It's helping out huge right now because he just paid rent a couple days early, which is really going to help us out because of the furlough. He's just such a kind, considerate person, and I want to be the same to him. I know that probably frustrates some people, and I'm sorry because I get it. You want to just see it. I totally understand, but I hope that you can understand my side of it too. That it's just not something that I'm interested in doing, and it'll probably be another 1.5 to 2 years before we get access, and then I will do a full 100% walkthrough. We're going to completely gut it, and then we're going to start the process of combining the 2 separate spaces into one big space. I hope that explains a lot of the people's questions. And then I did have one good question. Somebody said that they would like an outside tour. And I said, geez, we just got hit with 2.5 feet of snow. It was a lot of snow. But then the next day it was like in the 30s and it rained. So a lot of the snow melted. So I'm gonna take the camera out and I'm gonna do a quick walk around the house. Sound is probably really bad with me behind the camera. This is the front porch. Most of you have seen this. Very old woodwork. This is what most of you have already seen, is the stone side. And then that's the apartment. So as I said in some comments, the addition is about 1,000 square foot. It's about 480 square foot on the bottom, 480 square foot on the top. This side of the house here that has only that one window, that's actually the east side. I've got big plans for this side. I'd really like to get more windows because the view is actually of this old field. So this is the back. This porch here also needs to be extended past the stone side. Probably here we'll just be doing a new roof. This little building here will stay the same. So the porch will only be extended from here over to there. It's gonna make it a pretty big porch. This little room here that's used as storage right now, that actually used to be an outhouse attached to the house. The house didn't have plumbing until 1948. A lot of work needs to be done to the back side of this house. There's nothing too special about this addition. It has not been maintained that well. All needs to be painted, straightened, you know, fixed. It needs some TLC, and I plan on giving it a lot of TLC. As you can see, the trim, everything needs to be painted. It all needs a little bit of work, a little bit of love.
I am very proud to announce today that we have reached a deal to end the shutdown and reopen the federal government. I want to thank all of the incredible federal workers and their amazing families who have shown such extraordinary devotion in the face of this recent hardship. You are fantastic people. You are incredible patriots. Many of you have suffered far greater than anyone but your families would know or understand. In a short while, I will sign a bill to open our government for 3 weeks until February 15th.
Today is Friday, so I've got this weekend for working on the house, and I'll be going back to work Monday, and then we'll go back to the schedule of 1 video per week. It's been a long month. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm gonna get going. I've got pretty much all my nails pulled on this wood, and I'm gonna go, I guess for the lack of a better word, celebrate with Sarah and the kids that this is over, and it's a big sigh of relief for, I'm sure, a lot of people, not just my family. But thanks for watching, thanks for being a part of this, and we'll see you all on the next video.